think I'm gonna melt today. It is really hot with the sunlight. I almost feel, even though it looks silly, it's actually a good idea to carry like an umbrella just to block the sunlight out. Actually, that person up ahead is doing that. I don't know, does that look silly? I remember there was this weird article here in Vancouver before that stirred up so much emotions because the guy said it's stupid to put your umbrella up in the snow, and he got so much backlash over that. Oh, and I just got way harder again for some reason. Alright, anyways, DJI support, you replied to my channel again, and it's just making me think again, you're not really listening. So I'll answer it afterwards, but some interesting stories afterwards, because some of you actually asked me if there's any drone related stuff in that Harvey situation in the US to show the benefits of it, and I actually did read an article about it today. So to my understanding, the FAA banned drones from being flown in the area for the protection of emergency workers, which again, to my knowledge, it's if you fly your drone, I guess it'll hit like a helicopter or something like that, which makes sense in that case. But this article is actually saying something different in terms of the benefits like of the drones for regular people. So it says here, for example, we need to be using drones to rescue Harvey victims. I mean, basically what it's saying is, yeah, you worry about like the workers' safety, but at the same time, you shouldn't stop people from using an essential tool that they have in their house from helping others. Like it says here, the FAA, of course, is right in keeping the rescue workers safe is paramount, but this is not mutually exclusive with using the life-saving technology that many Americans now have in their homes. And that's actually an important point. I mean, it is one thing to protect, you know, the people in the sky, the emergency workers, but to stop people who could legitimately use it in a safe way as well, I mean, that's something to think about. I think that's actually really important too. Which reminds me again that session for the Transport Canada is actually happening pretty soon. So far so good still in terms of me being able to attend and hopefully being able to document it for you all to see. Whew, okay, it's like working out in a hot sauna. Alright, time to talk a bit about this response from the DJI support in the channel, not from the official email or anything like that. So as all of you know, the next step was basically, to my knowledge, they escalated to the highest level, so we'll see what comes out of that. It's the weekend right now, so obviously they wouldn't reply during the weekends. But yeah, the DJI support, you guys left another message though, regardless, just to confirm it. But reading this message again, it just makes me think, for some reason you guys just don't get it. Like, for some odd reason, it seems like everybody else does, but you don't. Like, with all this issue, despite all the facts of all the videos I've shown you, like in the first process of the step, you guys saying you'll take care of it, and how it just doesn't make sense to the average person, where they assume when you say 1 year warranty on the aircraft with the main unit, that means like labor and everything. So if you need to test, for example, the aircraft, there's something wrong with it, that should be covered like in the labor, even if that means like a certain individual part. I mean, that's just a perception, I would assume, for most people. Like here, you keep saying we have explained before the gimbal's out of warranty period based on the activation date, which was last year in about October. And so because of that, I have to pay for expense. Again, it seems to be going over your head for some reason, where that's not even like the issue right now. It's what happened exactly, why, and is it going to happen again? Because so many people have the same issue. Like at the same time, like I said, it just doesn't make sense, where even if I do have to pay for the gimbal, like I even said myself, okay, whatever, like that doesn't make sense why all your testing and stuff isn't included in the 1 year like warranty. Do you actually make it super clear on the page? Like that Mavic Pro has absolutely, in big letters or whatever, saying there's no labor warranty at all. I mean, I would be inclined to say, if you randomly polled people, like saying, for example, the Mavic Pro has a 1 year warranty, true or false? And most people will probably say true. And when they say basically the main unit parts covered for 1 year, they assume that covers like testing and stuff like that too. I mean, if you need to replace whatever, like that battery isn't covered for 6 months, like for some reason, if they need to send it to your shop and you put the battery in there, to say you need to charge like what, $130 just to test and make sure the whole aircraft works now with the battery, and that's not covered as the main unit warranty, that doesn't make sense. I don't know how you can actually sit there and say, yeah, it does. And you might as well say clear it up. There is, like what that guy said to me on the phone, there is absolutely no labor type of warranty for the whole aircraft in general. You should make that bold and clear, because the perception is you're a billion-dollar company. People assume that kind of service because that's pretty standard. At least here, like in like North America, Canada, and so forth, probably like in the US too, that is the general mindset. I mean, aside for that, it's going to be kind of painful to have to do this, but I'll just use examples of other people's experience that kind of reflects on how you are essentially, fundamentally treating me, for example, in terms of expressing like, you know, what is wrong with this. And if you just keep saying the same thing the gimbal warranty is out of whatever, like out of the warranty period, this and this over and over again. You truly aren't listening, and that is the main concern for a lot of people. You're not changing, and that is the big concern here. It goes back to the point again where even if everything was like paid for fully, even though I feel you guys didn't really like check it out in any way, you're giving no guarantee. Like that guy said, you guys could send me back like a product within like 1 day, that thing busts for whatever reason, like, it doesn't even work when I open the box, it would be tough luck. And that is very disturbing. Okay, so for my first example, to try to get you to understand what you're doing to the customers essentially, and essentially to me right now, this guy apparently here, he says his Mavic Pro had some kind of focus issue with the camera. So because of that, he sent it in. Now this guy actually has the care plan and everything like that. Now the disturbing thing about this story was when he sent it in, apparently the product you guys sent back to him was a damaged Mavic Pro. I mean, he was even showing the pictures here. Oh my goodness, what is that? It looks like it got into a crash or something like that. Like, this isn't his unit. Like, what's going on? So at first he was suggested to send it back again, like from what he talked to the online support. And then in the forum, like the response was, apologies for the inconvenience for us. I have checked the case status. Our colleagues have checked and didn't find the above issues. I'm not sure whether it was caused by logistics. For now, I also suggest you send it back for a fully checked and confirm. And guess what happens when he sends his Mavic Pro back? He gets an invoice. I mean, it says here, gimbal arm module, $59. Repair service fee, $65 times 2. Are you starting to see a pattern here? What did you say to me, like, happened, for example? When am I being charged? Do you see a coincidence here? I mean, again, this guy even told you. You sent him back a damaged product, he sent it in for repair. This was the default answer. Doesn't that make you think something is wrong? Is it just a coincidence that I was treated that way as well? So as you can see, this guy had the care plan for you guys who were confused yesterday, like when I clarified how that thing actually works. I mean, it shows you here, they basically deducted it off that. But again, that's beyond the point. I mean, even though this guy had the warranty and all that, but the fact that you guys didn't really check it for some odd reason. And to make it even crazier in this whole situation, apparently this guy found the SD card that was still inside the Mavic that you guys sent him. It had the footage of the actual crash and everything like that. So think about that. Like, at first the customer service, like, I don't know what's going on, like in our records and so forth. He sent it in, you guys sent him like a repair bill and all that. And now he has the actual footage to prove it. Like, this aircraft obviously wasn't like, you know, the fixed one. It's the crashed one. What can you say about that? You can't. I mean, to me, it's not surprising, like, the reactions you get out of people this way. Like, man, you better be compensating that guy in some really good way. To go through all this disaster for a company like that? I mean, you are not like a night market company. You are a billion-dollar drone company. That is what people expect, like, generally speaking. Like, that point will relate to my fear. Like, even if I say pay for the gimbal and the repairs or whatever, like what you guys are trying to allege that's wrong with it right now, technically, like what the guy said to me on the phone, you guys can send it to me, no warranty, all sales final. They don't care. Even if I open the box, it's busted like this guy, you send me something like this, tough luck according to that guy. You guys aren't giving me any type of guarantee or anything, or explanation as to like, wait, how did this happen? What? Now, this one guy's example is actually really close actually to my experience overall and how you're actually responding to me like over and over again, like with this gimbal thing. Now, essentially, he has like a Spark, and to my understanding, just based on what I read in the news and all that, you guys are having issues with that drone product where it's falling from the sky, the battery's dying, I don't know, okay, for whatever reason. Apparently this guy had that issue too while he was flying, and he didn't know why. He actually like taped himself and stuff like that, like flying it. So at first he didn't think too much of it, like it fell like, you know, not too high up in the air, but afterwards apparently his drone started making weird noises and stuff like that, so he decided, okay, you know, let's send it in or whatever and get it checked out. Now apparently your guys' response to him initially was no warranty, no data, like whatever. The fan 1, prop and so forth, yaw module are damaged. Charge him money. I mean, for the most part, just from what he posted here, it seemed like, again, you guys didn't really look into the situation. You just saw like, this is damaged, write this up, charge them. So he even says here, for example, I was so angry. They are to reconsider the case and forward the information to an engineer for further review. But this is a joke. So you know by default the answer will be no warranty, no data. DJI, please, at least in Europe, if you don't have the data for the first month, you're at fault by law. So even further, I clarifies, like this guy says he's an engineer, and as a customer, The answer, we don't know why this is wrong, so you pay. Like he's even saying here, if your drone falls from the sky and you don't know what happened, you cannot say to the customer, we are very sorry, but we don't know why your Spark was flying and then stopped and it fell down, but we can save you 30% on your next Spark. Is that starting to make sense in terms of what the customer is actually looking for, in terms of that reassurance, that accountability? If not, he even says it further, this is not a matter of money. Fix the gimbal and the fan is very cheap. It's a matter of principles. Up to now, for me, DJI doesn't warranty the Spark at all, and that is not good for DJI, neither for customers. And I love the product. It is the best far for my use, but knowing I'm wasting my time typing instead of flying. Now afterwards, his sentiment of a warranty is kind of like what I'm trying to express here, like overall. Like he says, for example, and to fix the problem is only $50, but I don't want to pay for something that is clearly under warranty. It is not a question of money. Today, if your Spark fell like a brick from the sky, you have to pay. If the fan doesn't work, you have to pay. If you have one loose screw, you have to pay. What does the warranty cover? I would like to know, what are we buying? Exactly, in many cases. Like this guy has a Spark, whereas I have a Mavic Pro, but the sentiment is the same thing. When people say like 1 year warranty on the main unit, the assumption for the most part is it's, you know, free from things like defects. If you need to test it and so forth to make sure it's okay, that's what the 1 year warranty is for. But even this guy's like confused, like, what are we buying? There's like absolutely no warranty, like based on your guy's like response, like in his case, which is kind of like in my case too. Like even if you say you have to repair the gimbal or whatever, like I'm understanding saying, okay, you gave me like a really bad first generation one or something like that. I mean, the fact that you're saying, no, I still gotta charge you like this ridiculous hours, like for labors for whatever reason, like what? There is no warranty on this thing. What are you paying for? It doesn't help anybody that way. Not your company's reputation, not the customer satisfaction. And funny enough, in his situation, he got the automated billing email too saying, please remember to pay your bill kindly and so forth. That was his next step, I guess. Alright, this guy had a happy story though, it seems like in the end. At the end, it looked like DJI actually did sit down, look at the data, try to understand exactly what happened, and at the end they determined it's no fault of the customer. That's just like whatever, something happened with the drone, they're going to cover his product now. I mean, do you see the pattern now? For example, you send it in, automatic determination, it's your fault, for example, just pay up or whatever. Hey, it's out of warranty, pay up. And at the same time, it doesn't seem like they do a thorough job. Like, this is something consistently wrong. And even like as like this guy's expressed here, like it's about the uncertainty that you can't even guarantee your own product. Like you should. Like you should be able to determine exactly what happened, have like an exact kind of idea of what went wrong to make sure it doesn't happen again. I'm not going to go into too thorough details. I mean, if you do, you can go watch like past videos, but I would assume like some of them, the questions are way too hard and dangerous for you to answer, because just like with the example of that guy getting his Mavic Pro completely damaged, it's just too bad of a PR if you guys answer. Okay, I get it from a business point of view. But again, hopefully you're understanding in terms of look at it the whole picture. Don't just look at that little warranty thing, say, auto warranty, gimbal, you know, whatever, pay up. I mean, start listening to the customer, what they're trying to actually tell you. I am genuinely trying to help you. I mean, who's gonna deny here? Where I've been flying the drone, showing the public how great it is to fly a drone, like in midst of these ridiculous Canada, like interim drone law fiasco. I mean, for me, I just want to fly the drone, like to have reassurance, and you guys aren't giving any of that. I mean, for you, like DJI, to find that even acceptable for that guy to say, for example, even if I like say, you know, paid everything, they could send it back to me. In this case, like this guy with a damaged product, there's no guarantee, tough luck, because based on the warranty, it only had a 6-month warranty anyways, even though I would be paying for like a brand new gimbal. Unacceptable. The only other thing is a little different in my situation. I give you guys videos and everything like that. You had information about my account to see exactly what is wrong. I mean, if that was the case, like for some ridiculous reason, you don't cover like the labor and all that, you have so many opportunities to tell me like, sorry, we don't stand by this product, except you got me to actually send it back and everything like that. So no, in that sense, it is not very clear. Because again, even with like things of the fact that I sent you the videos and everything like that, I mean, unless you're telling me whoever I was talking to was lazy, you guys didn't even actually look at the video. I mean, from what I see anyways, from the troubleshooting you guys did, you could have did the same thing just by looking at the video. I mean, at least in that sense, I would be like, okay, well, it sucks that DJI, you don't support your product in that way. I would have brought it to like, you know, again, like a local shop or something like that. Someone who would actually give me answers on what happened with the gimbal through a proper diagnosis. I mean, one of the reasons you're supposed to send your product back to DJI for an authorized repair is otherwise your product would have a voided warranty. Like if you get someone unauthorized to repair it. But like in this case, I would ask, what warranty? There is absolutely no warranty. Like in general, correct? I mean, the assumption was the aircraft has a 1-year warranty, so that should cover, like in general, minus specific parts, it should cover things like the labor and the service for the whole aircraft if something is wrong and you need to do a test for whatever reason. But in this case, there is no warranty. There's no warranty for the gimbal. There's no warranty, like what that guy says, for the whole aircraft, like in general. Like, what warranty are you avoiding for sending it to like DJI? It goes back in full circles of everybody else's experience. And then plus, like I said, at this rate, what that guy said, you could pay like for the full service. He sends the gimbal back. You guys give me a lemon or a dud, like what you did with that crazy first example, and I'll be tough luck. It'll be too bad. You're out of warranty. Send it back again, and you can try again for another $200. Come on, there's no way you can say that is right. All right, hopefully that makes it more clear. I mean, does everybody else get it in terms of what my concerns and everything are? Is it just like DJI that isn't getting it for whatever reason? Whew, that's a tough one to think about. Oh, okay, you guys also said you missed the drone videos. Yeah, me too. It's too bad I can't fly it. But even before with the interim laws, what I did before was just try to practice some video editing with some old footages. So why not? Let's try to whip something up. And feel free to let me know if there's like certain types of footages you guys want to see. Maybe it'll give me some inspiration for stuff to practice with too, like with my daily vlogs. Anyways, see you guys later.